Well, I think overall, if you look at our product and the way we've gone about things from the start, it's been good. I think that the players themselves have performed well, and without getting the results, I think we kind of deserve, especially at the start of the year. I think towards the end, the table never lies, and I think that our consistency in games hasn't been there. You know, we haven't won in 5 games, so if you are expecting to make the playoffs, you got to, out of 5 matches, you got to be winning a couple of those to stay in the hunt or make sure that you're in a good position once you are in that top 8. So I think the consistency we've got to get better at, and I think it comes with 2 things: getting the right players in. I feel that the players that we've had, when we had our sort of top 11, I think we can compete with anybody. I think our depth maybe has hurt us a little bit, and you don't find that out until you get playing. And I think that maybe a couple of injuries at the wrong time, and it's not an excuse, it's just reality. You know, we've lost Cooper for a lot of games. Zachary's been out for a few games, you know, Ramon. So we've had a bit of a disjointed time going through the middle of the year. We had a great run, then we kind of went on a bad run. We didn't only tied 2 games out of the 4 in a row when we played away. That kind of hurt us, and I think that set us up to kind of fail for the rest of the year. Losing to OC obviously was a big loss. You know, we needed to win that game to stay in the hunt. But I think quality itself showed they're at the top of the table, and they beat us 1-0 at home. I think our consistency, we can get better, but I've been really happy with our home form. If you look at our sort of goals against average and stuff like that, it's pretty good. I think that we just lost important matches, you know, by that odd goal. That's cost us. We can compete with anybody, that's for sure. I feel good about we've not been blown out in many games. I think 3-0 was our worst defeat. That was OC away. So, having said all that, if we can just switch those games a little to get a tie or jump on to win, we'll be in good shape for next season. Maybe the Vegas game, first home game, you know, and not go 3-0 down, end up winning that game. It's 3 points. You start to get rolling. I would think, you know, I've done this a long time, and you do go back in your mind, what if, but what happened. We've got to be able to react to that after the fact. Say, okay, it's not going to happen anymore. You know, we can't concede early goals, we can't concede late goals, which we've done both. And I think, you know, again, another late goal cost us points in, I know that we're not in the playoffs, but it cost us in our last game at RGV. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. I would say I love the run we had in the summer. I think we went 4 games unbeaten. I think it's 3 wins, 1 tie. I think that, I thought, you know what, we've got a good chance here. We've got a good team. If we can maintain the levels that we showed in those 4 games of playing some really good soccer, especially at home. Sorry. Especially at home, and even showing some toughness away from home. And I think we kind of got away from that a little bit. And I think that run of 4 games, I think I said earlier that we played 4 in a row away from home. We only got 2 ties out of it when we should have got a result in Tulsa. Should have beat them, to be honest. And I think we were at could have been RSL. I think that one I felt we should have got something out of as well. But so be it. We didn't. But we've got to learn from that and jump on and forget about what's gone on before and just plough forward. You know, we had like 6 games remaining, I think it was. If we would have won 3 or 4 of them, we could have made the playoffs. I think we lost the next game, so it just went up. You know, deflates everybody, and that's just football, and that's sports. We've got a good group of guys that want to do well. They just don't quite know how to yet, and the coaching staff's working with them. And we'll add to the guys that we're keeping for next year, add some more quality, and really go and kick on. Hopefully next year we do make the playoffs. Yeah. So my big thing is you know, don't settle for the draw. Once you get to that point, then we kick on and try and win. I think what we've done a little bit, and it's not Adam's fault, and it's not the players' fault. It's just what we've settled for. Once we get to, if we're behind, we get a draw. Oh, good job. No, we need to kick on and win the game. I think that's the mentality thing that comes, and I think it's a drive, and it's a whole movement, and you kind of have it or you don't. Right now, we probably don't have it as a group. Good group of guys. We don't quite know how to win, how to push on, get that extra chance late in the game to win the match. And by the way, don't lose it either. So fine line. But I really feel that the middle of the season we had it. I think that we kind of felt good about ourselves, and I think we maybe thought that every single game. There's 34 games in a season. It's not 12. So you've got to have your standards very, very high for a lot of time, and it's not easy. And I think because we brought a bunch of players together, they didn't quite have the time to kind of grow. We kind of got behind the 8 ball. We didn't really get in the playoff spot until maybe in the summertime. If we'd have got some early results, we might have been in a better position. It might have felt better and we could have kicked on. But I think, to be honest, I think the position we're in is probably about right, just out of the playoffs right now in what we've done this year. And it does leave nice room for next year for growth, for me to add some players into certain positions I feel that we do need help in. And getting the belief of this group moving into the next season that, hey, we can compete against anybody. Now we need to learn how to win against everybody. Yeah, we have a key, myself and Adam sat down with the staff and identified what we are lacking from this year and try to add that for next season. That's the easy part. The hard part is getting the right guy. I've watched tons of film, my eyes go square in the off season because every agent wants to send their player. Every agent, every player wants to come and play in Fresno because now we have a nice reputation, playing a great stadium. The team's fun to play with, and we're kind of on the cusp of being a pretty good side in this league. So a lot of contact comes to me and Adam, but mainly me, that I got to make sure I do my homework, make sure that I pick the right guys, and probably got about, I think, 3 or 4 main spots where we, lacked, I think, a real goal scorer for sure. And I think Christian Cheney had a good season. Jamo and Kaffa, great additions to the scoring, but we need a number 9 to be able to really bury a lot of chances that we created. We created some good chances. I think a general in the midfield, just things like that. We just need to make sure that we get the right guys. Again, not easy, but I feel that we've got a good nucleus already. We just got to add 4, 5, 6, new players, probably a little more than that, but real key players in 5 or 6 positions that we do it right and we get it right, we could be a really good team.